Hello, my name is Michelle, and you're watching From Surviving to Thriving, a channel dedicated to raising awareness about narcissistic abuse, as well as providing tools and techniques to help overcome emotional abuse so that you can go on to thrive and really become the best version of yourself. So if that's something that you enjoy learning about, please make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as the bell icon, because that's what's going to notify you of the latest videos that come up. Today's topic has to do with how the narcissist really feels about himself or herself. Because the truth is, the narcissist has three faces, at least three faces. There's who they want you to think they are, or how they want you to think they feel about themselves. There's how other people, for example, their fan club or the Flying Monkeys, how they feel about the narcissist. And then there's the truth. There's how the narcissist really feels inside. And we're going to talk about all three today. So let's get started. Okay, so the first face of the narcissist is the false image. And the false image is created or comes into existence, I should say, when the narcissist is very young. And sadly, they are probably victims of a parent that is narcissistic as well, or a cluster B personality, or simply an abusive parent that is either neglecting their child or teaching conditional love or abandoning them, creating trauma because a child at that age can't deal with those deep and heavy issues. So what they do is they have this defense mechanism. They create this false image. And that false image protects the child against the painful feelings that they're having to endure that are out of their control, because their caregivers are the ones that are inflicting such painful emotions, painful feelings. So while this is a defense mechanism when the child is young, what happens is with time it kind of becomes hardwired into their system to the point that they no longer are able to distinguish between the false self and who they really are. That false image that they create, and basically what the false image is it's like a strong exterior that masks a marshmallow-like interior. In other words, it's a strength to hide the weakness that they really feel inside. So that false image comes across as very self-confident, very charming, very sure of themselves, very capable, very intelligent, all of these amazing qualities. That's what makes up the false image. And what makes this image so believable to others, like I said, is because since it's so hardwired into the narcissist, they truly believe that that's who they are in their twisted way of viewing themselves. So, for example, it's like if I look in the mirror, I see myself, right? The narcissist looks in the mirror and it's as if the mirror is broken and in pieces. So you get distorted pieces of your reflection. And that's what the narcissist has. They have these little pieces of what they think they are, and they believe that to be who they really are. And like something you cherish, let's take a guy who loves his car. He washes his car, he polishes his car on a regular basis. Well, the narcissist does that with their false image. They polish that image every single day. That is so important to them that that image is what everyone else sees, that they work on that image on a daily basis. They're always monitoring how people view them because they need them to see this false image as real. So that's how a narcissist wants others to think that they feel about themselves. That's how they want them to think they really are. Okay, so how do people view the narcissist? Well, the narcissist has a fan club, and we'll call them the Flying Monkeys. These are people that the narcissist really spends a lot of time with because they are people that are able to reflect back to the narcissist how the narcissist wants to be seen. In other words, they, like the narcissist, believe that this false image is real. They believe that that's how the person really is, and so they admire the narcissist, and this fuels the narcissist. Okay, so these flying monkeys are usually family members or friends that, uh, as I mentioned, they really believe the narcissist's false image. So, how does the narcissist know who to make or who to turn into a flying monkey or who to convert or enlist as one of their flying monkeys? Well, because the narcissist is such a good manipulator and because they're very good at reading people, the narcissist is able to notice who or what kind of people wind up overlooking red flags, diminishing abuse, not wanting to believe it, not wanting to see it because maybe they just want to see good in people. And so anytime they have like a red flag, they try to overlook it or minimize it in their effort to look at everyone in a positive way. And the narcissist notices that. And those are the kind of people they love. People that overlook red flags, people that are easily gullible, easily fooled, and they wind up getting enlisted as those flying monkeys. And the flying monkeys, again, they believe what the narcissist is portraying, that false image. They believe that to be the real person. So the first face of the narcissist is that false image. That's how they want others to view themselves. The second face is how the flying monkeys view them, which is very similar. They're very caught up in that false image and they believe it and they enable it to continue. They even make comments to strengthen it to the narcissist. But then we have how the narcissist really feels about themselves. And this is where it's kind of confusing because, like I said, when somebody believes their own lies and they're explaining it to someone else, because there's no deceit in the sense that they're actually believing their lies, it can be really difficult to discern the truth. So that brings us to how the narcissist really feels about themselves. Is the narcissist self-confident? Is the narcissist sure of himself or herself? Do they love themselves and feel great about themselves the way they portray to the flying monkeys and to members of their family and to their victims? Is that how they really feel about themselves? No. A self-confident person, a person that has true, healthy love for themselves, does not act the way a narcissist acts. For example, somebody that has healthy love for themselves does not have to break others and step on others and put them beneath themselves in order to feel good about themselves. Somebody that is self-confident and has healthy self-love does not have to one-up everyone all the time. If someone else does good, they are fully capable of exalting that person and saying, yes, that's awesome, you're amazing. A narcissist cannot do that. Even if they pretend to do that to the person's face, as soon as that person walks away, they're saying something to the people that are around them to kind of dirty that person's reputation. Oh yeah, he does that great, but it's just a shame that this happens, or it's just a shame that, he or she can't do this well. And they always have to do something to kind of knock that person down a little bit beneath them. So how does the narcissist really feel about himself? Well, they have no confidence. That's why they are so easily offended. That's why it's so easy to provoke narcissistic rage in them, because just the tiniest slight, just the tiniest statement that they are less than perfect causes them to go into this crazy defense. Now, somebody that really is confident doesn't have to feel that way. If somebody says that they don't do something well, it doesn't rock their boat. They're okay with that. They don't need everyone to view them in a certain way in order for them to know how they feel about themselves. So a narcissist is not confident. That's a front. That's a wall, a thick wall to hide the fragile ego that is full of shame inside, that exists inside of them. And if you are in a relationship with a narcissist and you ever really want to know how they feel about themselves, pay attention to the insults that they accuse you of, or the things they accuse you of, the negative aspects of your personality, supposedly your personality, that they are highlighting. Because when a narcissist is in a relationship with someone, they don't view that person as separate from them. They view them as an extension of themselves. And so when they're looking at at the other person, it's like they're looking at themselves. And what they do is the negative things that they see, that the false image is trying to hide, when those negative things come up, they don't have the emotional maturity to handle the fact that they have negative personality traits. We all do. A healthy individual can take that. Yes, I'm good at this. Yes, I have strengths here, but I got to work on this, or my patience is like this, or maybe this quality I have to work on. Well, a narcissist doesn't think like that. A narcissist has to see himself or herself as perfect. And so when they do see those negative things in themselves, which are inevitable because guess what? They are not perfect. They project it onto the person they're in a relationship with. If they're feeling jealous of you, they will say, "You're so jealous. You're such a jealous person." If they are feeling like they're out of control with their anger, they will tell you, "You have an anger problem." If they feel inadequate around other people, they will tell you, "You have a problem. You're so insecure. You're always feeling less than other people. I can't stand to be around you." Now, when you don't understand that those feelings are being projected onto you, it's extremely painful. It's very confusing, especially because, like I said, the narcissist, their way of talking about their feelings, their way of saying how they feel about themselves and who you are, they do it with such confidence. They're so articulate with how they do it that it makes you doubt and wonder, "Oh my God, am I jealous? Am I inadequate? Am I all these things?" And part of you sees that it's the narcissist like that, but the more you try to show the narcissist that it's them that's feeling those things, the more confusing the conversation gets. You're spun around in circles until you don't know which way is up and which way is down. The point of this video is not only to point out those three faces of the narcissist, but to help you, anyone that's in a relationship with a narcissist, to understand that if you are being insulted for things that make no sense, if you are being accused of things that you feel the other person is doing and you can't understand why you're being accused of it and you're trying to defend yourself, the point is to help you to understand why that's happening, that it's not you. And the other point is to try to help you to not waste your energy, because the more you try to show the narcissist that those negative qualities are what they in fact are portraying and not you, the angrier the narcissist gets, the more vicious they get, and the more they try to hurt you. So once you understand that what they're really doing is viewing those qualities in themselves, and they're trying to use you basically as a garbage pail to carry around the negative feelings, the negative emotions, the negative personality traits that they have, they're trying to dump them into you. Once you realize that, at least you can begin to stop carrying the shame that's not yours, the pain that's not yours, and you can start to make sense of the confusion that's going on in your relationship. Now, what makes it so hard to really understand how the narcissist really feels about himself or herself is because normally, first of all, you're being fed that image by the narcissist all the time. They're always talking about how amazing they are and how awful you are all the time. So you're being fed that all the time. The other thing is that you're isolated from people that really would be able to help you. The narcissist has that tendency to keep you only around their flying monkeys, only around people that support this false image. So you're hearing that the narcissist is a certain way by the narcissist. It's being confirmed by the few people you are allowed to spend a lot of time with. And yet behind closed doors, you're seeing a part of this person that no one else is seeing and that no one else will believe. So it creates a lot of confusion in a person. And once you recognize this, you can stop getting sucked into drama battles. You can stop carrying around or being that garbage pail for somebody that is unwilling to own their own negative garbage. We all have it, but they're unwilling to own it. They want you to carry it for them. You can stop that, and you can begin to piece yourself back together and strengthen yourself and realize what you need to do in order to protect yourself from this emotionally abusive relationship.